Good morning. What is today? Wednesday? Let me get rid of my second image there. I guess that's a new Facebook thing where when you go live, another little bitty box with your face pops up in it. So, good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I wanted to jump on and do, normally I don't do an unveiling of the paper pumpkin box. Just because I never know when I'm going to get it. And when I do get it, there's usually something else going on. So, but I saw another demo on our team do her unboxing late last night. And I was like, okay, I had just gotten my box yesterday. And I was like, I have to, let me move this around a little bit more. I have to do this. And so that's what I'm going to show you today. If you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, who we are a paper crafting company, and we cater to all levels of crafters. So if you have any paper crafting needs, come check out my website. Contact me if you're interested in coming to class. We do hold live classes. They're limited to space just so that we can space out a little bit. But hey, Jessica. But in any case, I wanted to show you this month's paper pumpkin kit. It is so stinking cute. And I know that in other videos I might have mentioned our paper pumpkin subscriptions, and I've never really officially done a video to show you specifically just about the product. But if you're not familiar with, good morning, Veronica. Excuse me. If you're not familiar with paper pumpkin, it is Stampin' Up's paper crafting subscription service, and you can only get these kits through Stampin' Up demonstrators, and you can only get them by purchasing them month to month or being a subscriber. And we have them available in month to month. We have 3-month subscriptions, 6-month subscriptions, and then there's also annual subscriptions where you can prepay. So these are perfect gifts for anyone that you know that's crafty, that doesn't want to spend a whole lot on their paper crafting supplies. Good morning, Michelle. Because they have everything that you possibly need in order to make those projects. And every single month, the projects are different. They could be cards, they could be treat boxes, they could be home decor projects, whatever you could possibly think of that can fit in a small box like this, they will come up with it. And it's pretty seasonal. So the month before is usually going to showcase whatever holiday or season that is coming up in the following month. So in October, we are celebrating basically a month early Christmas. And if you didn't see my communications that went out, the October paper pumpkin kit was titled Joy to the World, and each box has its own name that's themed. Each box has its own stamp set that's exclusive to that particular month. You're not going to see these stamps in our annual catalogs, in our mini catalogs, as part of celebration items. You're also going to get, hey Darla, a small ink spot. So if you're on a budget, but yet you want to continue to build your crafting stash, but maybe you need coordination at the same time, the paper pumpkin kits do all of that for you. And even with your first box that you purchase, they'll know if you're a new subscriber. You're supposed to get, I want to double check, I could be wrong, but if in the event that I'm wrong, I will still make it up to you, but it's my understanding that you still get the acrylic blocks. And I know I have a couple of demos watching. If you know this for certain, will you let me know? I haven't heard that they stopped putting blocks in the first packages, but if for some reason they don't, and you decide to become one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, I will. They do, Veronica? Okay. Well, I was gonna gift you one if they didn't, just because I didn't want to tell you wrong information, but at the same time, you're going to need an acrylic block in order to complete all of the projects. So yes, with your first box only. Okay, good. I wanted to double check. So with that being said, this block right here, all of the stamps that come in with the Paper Pumpkin kits never use a block larger than this. So you use this block over and over and over. This is a replica of the other blocks that we have in our catalog, our annual catalog. And so like I said, with each month the stamp is different, the sentiments are different, the greetings are different, a different color. It's perfect. It's perfect for if you are on a budget, obviously. It's the perfect gift if you know someone that would appreciate a box of creativity. And each month it makes something different, a different number of things as well. Sometimes you may make 8 cards, 10 cards, 20 projects, whatever it is. But I think you'll enjoy it. And when I point the camera down, there's a link, but there's also a QR code that I have set up. So if you're not a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin, after you see this, you might want to be. And I didn't bring my flyer with me for the next month, but I know that there's a link on my my business page for the November Paper Pumpkin. Hey, Sherry. And the November Paper Pumpkin is Jolly Gingerbread. So I'm just looking to see if I see my form really quickly here. And I think I know where it's at, but I want to go ahead and start unboxing this because this is way too cute. So I want to show you how they get delivered. They get delivered straight to your door. You don't have to do anything other than just subscribe. And Stampin' Up! Does all the work for you. They put all the contents together, they ship it to you, and then once you get it, you open it and you just go be creative. You don't have to do the projects that are on the pictures. You can certainly do alternative projects as well. So, and it's always nice to see how other people use their Paper Pumpkin kits in order to do different projects. So, let me see, what else? Oh, by the way, if you're a demonstrator, you also get your discount on top of this. So if the monthly, it's $21 for 1 month. I think that's if you subscribe. I need to double check my numbers. I don't ever look at my invoice when I get it because I know I don't pay what the general public pays, because I also get my demonstrator discount. So if there's demonstrators watching and you're not already a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, this is an awesome way to take advantage of getting your Paper Pumpkin subscription at your discount. So hi Joyce, good morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and point the camera down and let's go ahead and open this box and see what's in it. All right. Go. So there's the QR code. So if any point during this demo you want to subscribe, you can just scan that code and it'll take you straight to my Paper Pumpkin website so that you can subscribe. And then there's also the link, but scanning it makes it so much easier. But this is the box. It comes shrink wrapped and I have not even opened it. So let me open it and let's find out what all is in here. See if I can get this open rather quickly. There we go. I like how they shrink wrap them now. They didn't used to do that, but now they do. But look at this pretty box. And the outside of the box has all these different, what's the word? I can't think of the word. It says a lot of different greetings in different languages, I guess you could say. So all you do is just open your box. If I can get mine open. Look, it's already so cute. And I'm going to actually stamp this so that you can see, but here is the flyer that comes in it that tells you about the kit, and then the picture that you see here are the cards that you make with this particular kit. So here's the stamp sets. And I'm going to stamp this that way you can actually read what it says. I know sometimes they're hard to read. And then each kit comes with its own stamping spot. So this is a perfect way to be able to build up your ink stash with these little blocks. These are 1 by 1 inch. So they're really small, compact. So if you don't have a whole lot of space to store your craft items, it's the perfect size. Everything, actually anything that you have extra, will fit back in the box. And most of the time, almost all the time, you have extra supplies left over so that you can create more projects. And then once you open it and you get past the way it is packaged with this tissue paper, let me get this out of the way. We have everything that's been shrink wrapped together, in addition to another picture of all of the completed projects. So let's get this open, and there's a spool of, I want to say that looks like cherry cobbler twine. It's just enough twine that you need for the projects. Here's a full sheet of large dimensionals. And then you have all of the papers that you need cut out and already embossed for you. So you don't need an embossing machine. And these are all of the envelopes. And check this out, you guys. Look at the inside of the envelope. It's already designed for you to coordinate with the card. And I'm going to pull this up a little closer, but it mirrors the outside of the box. Is that not cute? It's a nice little touch. So we have that, and then you're going to have these die cut pieces that are stitched. I don't know if you can see that, but right around the edge it's stitched, kind of like our stitched rectangle dies, and that's what you're going to be stamping on. And then you have the card bases, which there's 2 sets of card bases with this set. You've got a card base where these gold designs are going horizontal, and then you have a set of cards where that gold striping, that gold stitch striping is going vertical. So you have your card bases, and then you have these pieces that are already colored and die cut for you. All you do is pop them out. So I'm not going to pop them out just yet, but they are pretty easy to pop out. And then you have a sheet of glue dots. And then look at this. You've got these gold sheets. There's 2 sheets and different sayings in different languages. Don't even ask me how to pronounce some of these other ones. All I understand is love, amor, joy, friend. Oh, I guess that's in another language. Peace. There's peace. I know that's harmony. That's just not sure what language that's in. And I won't be using those because I don't know those languages. But then you have these pieces right here that are already in this nice, pretty gold foil. And y'all know me, I don't throw anything away except for maybe like this, because these pieces can be used in projects. they're thick enough to where you can use those as backings. And then you have an instruction sheet. With each kit, you have the instruction sheet that gives you a picture of the finished product, the way it's designed, but when you open it, you have the step-by-step instructions. So it tells you how to punch everything out, then stamp everything, and then start to assemble the different ways to assemble. And then your instructions in English, French. Ooh, I know I stepped out there for a moment. That was kind of weird, but I'm back. Hi, Lisa. So let's go ahead and let's put a couple of these together. Now, you can't get this kit because the deadline was back on October the 10th. So when I send a communication out to let you know that the deadline's coming up, this is what we're talking about. If you don't sign up by the deadline, then you kind of miss out. You miss out. That's the bad part. So if you love the idea of these kits, I'm just trying to get a couple of these ready here. I would suggest signing up. You never know what it's going to be from month to month. Plus, I'm just trying to organize these a little better so I can start stamping. But on these right here, I'm going to have to break this open. You just never know what it's going to be from month to month. And so if you are already a subscriber, I'm going to make sure I don't hurt myself opening this. That would be so tragic if I did. You just never know what they're going to be from month to month. So if you subscribe, you're always not ever wanting to stop your subscription. But you can. That's the whole joy of it. There's no obligation to continue. You can certainly try this for 1 month, and if it doesn't work out, there we go. Just want to make sure I got that open and ready. If it doesn't work, then you can stop. Or if you're going to be out of town, by the way, they're almost always, in fact, they are always photopolymer stamps, which just means they're clear. You can see through them. And let me get, it's not big enough. I want to mount these on a block so that you can actually see. I'm going to stamp all of these so that you can see each one of these sentiments. I would have left it on here, but it wouldn't have stamped right on all of them. So let's see what all of these say. Sometimes they're background stamps as well. Let's see, what can I move? Let's do this. I have Bermuda Bay. No, let me get just Jade. I'm going to get the one to ink this up so that I can stamp it and show you guys all of the sayings. Because all of the ink we're going to be using anyway is going to be in just Jade. That's why they give you that one Stampin' ink spot. But if you're doing your own projects, you can certainly substitute it. Let's see. Looking for a scrap piece of paper, which of course you never have when you need. Let's do this. Oops. I know some of that ink started to dry, so it's probably not going to be like completely clear when I do this, but let's see. Okay. So this is a better way that you can actually see some of the sentiments. You've got a wreath, a little flower, Merry Christmas, to you and yours, joy to the world. What's this say? Wishing you a very happy Christmas filled with laughter, with fun and laughter, and then sending as well. So Corrine asked, do you have to sign up for the monthly or can you buy just 1 month? You can buy just 1 month. All you have to do is just go on there, purchase 1 month, and then that's it. The only ones that are prepaid are when you go to the 3 month, 6 months, or 12 month. And when you go for the 12 month, especially if you're giving it as a gift, you actually get a month for free. But when you start with the 6 month subscription, you start to save like $1 a month on each kit. So let me get this one. We're going to do one of each card. So while I have these on here, I'm going to go ahead and stamp. And so I'm going to use our paper pumpkin block and do Merry Christmas. So let me get that off the big one and put it on the smaller one here. And it doesn't have to be completely even because it just doesn't have to. This is a photopolymer stamp, so it's just easier to ink them on the opposite side. So let's get our Stampin' out of the way. I'm having to press on this one to make sure it gets good coverage. And I have my little fan on, so I'm just going to give a little breath. Well, I'm just not happy with that ink that's on there. When it's a new stamp, sometimes it takes just a few times for it to soak up that ink. And what I might do is I'm going to stamp it off to the side just to season it a little bit. There we go. I always recommend stamping off on a scratch piece of paper first, just to make sure that you have good coverage and that you can see exactly where you're going to be stamping with these photopolymer blocks. And just give it a little bit of pressure straight down and lift it straight up. And then now you have your Merry Christmas sentiment. And remember, I said these things just pop out. It's already popped out and die cut for you. So with this one, let's see. Let me make sure I have the right base. We're going to use this base right here. So we've got that. You've got one of these. Just pop one of those out. And then I believe it's this one right here, along with the cherry cobbler twine. And you see how all of these colors coordinate with each other. Super cool. Takes all of the guesswork. Sometimes it's there we go. Sometimes it's a scavenger hunt trying to find where these start, where you can start pulling them off. So let's do this. Let me push this up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And so we have this base right here. And then we have this right here, which I think there's 2 of them on the picture. There is. One is going to go that way and one is going to go that way. So let's get some dimensionals. I love how these are like full dimensionals here. Let's get a dimensional on the back of each one of these. I might even put 2 since there's going to be extra. Okay. And then what we're going to do with this is I'm just going to use the products from, where did my glue dots go? I've already misplaced my glue dots. Oh, here they are. Whew. I'm just going to use the products from here just to show you that it really does have everything that you need in order to put these kits together. I have a glue dot stuck to my finger. I know it would probably be a lot easier to use snail. These glue dots are sticking to my fingers. Let's see if I can do this here. it's got a backing on it, just like our dimensionals. So I'm trying to take it off, but also get it on here. Oh, let's get that. Let's see, there we go. I'm only going to put 3 of them on there. But if you were doing this as your project, I would really suggest putting maybe more on there to make sure that your twine sticks really, really well. Let's see if I, okay, that's a lot easier to peel them off while they're on there. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so then we have our twine. The other things that I'm using, I'm just using my take your pick tool, and then I have paper snips. So we are going to, I want to make sure I'm doing it in the right direction here. I just want to make sure that sticks on there. I'm just making sure they stick to those glue dots. And then let me peel these backings off of the large dimensionals. I'll make sure these show up on this side. I'm sure the directions show a different method to do that, but that one's just easier for me to do it that way. So let me get this one, which, yeah, it's the right way. I want to make sure I'm putting it on the right way. These are also perfect gifts for if you have maybe a crafty college student, maybe an elderly parent or grandparent that would like a nice little hobby, something to keep busy. And they're cards and projects, so they're, everything that you make is perfectly giftable. Get that on there like that. And then we're going to use some large dimensionals to pop the greeting up. Put that right there in the middle. And then we're going to use some large dimensionals on each corner of the back. Yeah, you can also pause these subscriptions as well. So if you know you're going to be out of town, maybe on vacation or some extended kind of leave. Oh, you know what? I actually skipped a step. Hold on. Let me see if I can take this off. I skipped a step, but it's not completely down, so let me save it. I needed to add one of these on here. You just pop those out as well. And we're gonna have double dimensions on this one. Put one on each end. You could certainly put one in the middle if you wanted to help stabilize the middle, which I think I will. Oh, goodness, these things are sticky. There we go. That one's really gonna pop up. And then just put that on your card. You can certainly tighten these little loose edges up a little bit more, but that's my quick version of the first card that you can make with this paper pumpkin kit. And you can actually make 3 more that look just like this. So there's that one. And then don't forget you have that coordinating envelope as well. So when you mail it, those colors just all mesh really well together. Right? It's like a stitch, a gold stitching. I know you can see that shine to it. And then on the inside you can put, if there's a sentiment, another greeting of some kind that you want to put on the inside, you can certainly do that. And then if you have a personalized stamp, just make sure you stamp the back of your card. Okay, so then now let's do the other one where it has the gold stitch striping going horizontal. So we have that piece. We have the larger piece of that knitting, that what you call it? The cable knit. The cable knit, and we're gonna pop out Joy. Now when you pop out Joy, don't forget there's a little bitty part to the eye, and I'm gonna leave that there because I will end up losing that. So let me leave that there. And then we're going to, where's my other, it's real easy to lose stuff, you guys, when you're, here we go. Here we go. We're going to be stamping on the smaller stitched. And what we're going to stamp on there, let me take the Merry Christmas off. I cleaned my stamp, so all you do is just take this off, peel it off, and put it back on. With the other stamps, and then take to the world and put the world on there. And then we're going to ink this up. Let me stamp off and then re-ink it here. Okay. And then because it's photopolymer, you can see exactly where you're going to be stamping. And I don't know if you can see that from your angle, but there's stitching going on the inside, and I was trying to make sure I got it evenly within the stitching. And so you just pop that out. And then that's all the inking that you do with this particular card. So let's start putting this together. We also have this wreath. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. There is one more thing to do. Sorry. It's the wreath. You have to stamp. There's a wreath. Even though there's images on here, some holly and some greenery, there's also, I'm pulling it off of this other acrylic block. There's the wreath image. And we're going to be stamping over that as well. So let's ink up. Let's ink up this wreath. And make sure I get that nice and inked. And then we flip this over and stamp it before it starts to dry. Give it a little pressure. Just want to make sure you ink it up really, really well. And lift it straight up. That just helps give it some more color in the wreath. And then you can pop it out. And then that's trash. So let's start putting this one together. We have this one, and in the middle of the wreath there's a little pop out. You can pop that out as well. So let me put some dimensionals on the back of this wreath. I want to make sure it sticks really, really well, so I'm going to go ahead and use 4. And then the same thing with, looking for my glue dots. Well, I don't need them just yet. Well, I'll go ahead and put them on there. I'm going to put some glue dots in. I put them on the wrong side. I'm going to put it on the outside, not the inside. But I do need glue dots for my joy. I'm not going to put them everywhere, but I'm going to put them strategically in a few areas where I know it'll stick. And then just peel those little backings off. Okay. And then let's put joy going across. There. And then let me get the little eyepiece that I left on here. And I'm going to put a dimensional on the back. I don't know if you saw what I did, but I put a dimensional right here on the back of the eye on the joy so that when I pop it out, oh, this is so tiny. I hope I can get this. Oh, there we go. I'm going to use the tip of my take your pick here. I can just stick that right there. Oops. It'll move on you. There we go. And then I'm going to put a dimensional in the middle of the To the World. Stick that right there. I've got it right there, that way it sticks to that bottom part of the wreath. And then I'm going to make a bow. I'm going to make a double bow. So I'm just cutting double length of this, because I know there's going to be plenty of this twine. Let's make a bow. Actually did it the first time. Yay! Just trying to adjust the bow a little bit. And then let me open up, take one of these off, a couple of these off. You get plenty of, I'm going to put 2 of them there. You get plenty of these little glue dots. And then we're going to put our bow off to the side. And then go ahead and take your adhesive backings off of the large wreath. Get that on there. And then I'm going to put some more larger ones on the back of this large piece. Oops. Let's get that there. Hi, Marianne. I haven't been looking at the comments, so if you've joined us, thank you for joining us. It was kind of a last-minute decision to go ahead and do the unveiling of this month's paper pumpkin kit. Okay, and then you just get that right there in the middle, and then press everything down. So there you have it. You've got both cards, and each kit, this particular kit made 4 of these and 4 of these. So let me see if I can find I found it. It was in a spot where I put it where I could find it easily, and then I couldn't find it easily. I hate when I do that. I try to be efficient, and then I still can't find things. But yeah, this is just this month's kit, you guys. It's this month's kit, and like I said, you can't get this kit. And so that's why whenever you subscribe, you always want to make sure that you're signed up by the deadline in order to be able to get these kits. So, but these are the type of projects that you make with our paper pumpkin kits. And next month, right now the promo is the kit called Jolly Gingerbread. And this particular kit is going to have enough supplies to create 15 gingerbread themed gift card carriers and envelopes. So, and then you also can use it for making Christmas cards or gift tags. And it says it's going to arrive in a seasonal special edition box. So this is the date that it's happening. So it's happening right now, and the deadline is November the 10th. And don't forget, these kits can sell out pretty quickly when they're popular. So the earlier that you sign up to be a subscriber, the better. And then you always have the option of canceling at any time, pausing at any time. You can purchase multiple subscriptions at the same time. You just will log into your account and change the number of kits that you want for the next month. So let's get this back down here. There we go. So I hope you like the cards. They're actually really cute. When I get my kits, I don't always want to jump on and show you guys, look, look. But this one was just way too cute not to show you. Especially if you've been considering signing up and then you just haven't signed up. But you don't have to do it for yourself. Like I said, you can always gift it to a family member, a friend, a neighbor, an elderly neighbor that might maybe need something to do during the day. To you can get together with friends and put the kits together. I don't have a paper pumpkin kit class every month because I never know when people are going to get their kits. Of course, I could do one probably online, but we just never know when people get their kits, so it's kind of hard to plan a class when people get their kits at pretty much different times. So if you haven't gotten your kit and you hadn't seen your kit yet, sorry for the spoilers, but I'm sure you'll like it. And if you have any questions or concerns about the subscription itself, don't hesitate to contact me, and I'll be more than happy to help you as much as I can. So good luck, and we'll see you guys Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.